Hello Mark, this is Wendy, and my student number is S0041053. And now I'm going to read vocabulary book chapter number 17, page number 92, chapter number 17, exhort, flamboyant, foible, innocuous, magnanimous, masochist, meticulous, rancor, recrimination, repugnant. 10 words in context. In the space provided, write the letter of the meaning closest to that of each bold-faced word. Use the context of the sentences to help you figure out each word's meaning. Number 1. Exhort. Verb. The school counselor gave an impassioned speech to the parents in which she exhorted them to make every effort to keep their children off drugs. On the eve of invasion, the general exhorted the troops to fight bravely for their homeland. Exhort means A. To accuse, B. To praise, C. To urge. Number 2. Flamboyant, adjective. Lily can't resist flamboyant clothes. She'd wear a hot pink dress with gold satin trim to a funeral. With his sequined suit, glittering jewelry, and silver piano, Liberus was probably the world's most flamboyant pianist. Flamboyant means A. Flashy, B. Self-centered, C. Concerned with details. Number 3. Foible, noun. Serious character flaws such as abusiveness are hard to overlook, but foibles such as drinking soup through a straw can often be easily tolerated. I accept my husband's foible of leaving clothes lying around, Bob remarked, because it lets me be messy without feeling guilty. Foible means A. A serious problem, B. A minor failing, C. A complaint. Number 4. Innocuous, adjective. Although most children engage in innocuous pranks in Halloween, some get out of hand and do serious damage. Experts at the Poison Information Center can tell you if a household substance is harmful or innocuous. Innocuous means A. Without bad effects, B. Expensive, C. Satisfying. Number 5. Magnanimous, adjective. At age 5, Jonathan is already learning to be magnanimous. He forgives and hugs his baby sister even when she hits him on the head with a wooden block. Last Thanksgiving, someone at work drew a funny picture of our boss as an enormous turkey. When the boss saw it, he was magnanimous. He laughed, said it was terrific, and even hung it up over his desk. Magnanimous means A. Big-hearted, B. Consistent, C. Resentful. Number 6. Masochist, noun. Psychologists are trying to understand why masochists obtain satisfaction from suffering. A masochist's idea of a good time said the comedian. It's getting hit by a truck on the way home from having all his teeth pulled. Masochist means A. Someone filled with hatred. B. Someone who enjoys being hurt. C. Someone who enjoys hurting others. Page number 93. Number 7. Meticulous. Adjective. When you proofread your own writing, be meticulous. Check every detail. Ken is meticulous about his appearance. He never has a wrinkle on his clothing or a hair out of place. Meticulous means A. Precise. Meticulous means A. Precise. B. Bold. C. Unconcerned. Number 8. Rancor. Noun. The rancor between my uncles has lasted for 20 years, ever since Uncle Dmitri married the woman to whom Uncle Sergei had proposed. When there is long-lasting rancor between divorced parents, their children may also start to share this bitterness. Rancor means A. A minor fault. B. Deep hostility. C. Secrecy. Number 9. Recrimination. Noun. The couple's session with the marriage counselor failed miserably. It began with the husband and wife hurling accusations at each other, and it never progressed beyond these recriminations. When Nanny's father and her teacher met to discuss Nanny's poor grades, they exchanged recriminations. Each accused the other of not helping her do better. Recrimination means A. An urgent plea. B. A detailed suggestion. C. An accusation in reply. Number 10. Repugnant. Adjective. My parents find some of my eating habits repugnant, but I see nothing offensive about mixing peas and ketchup into mashed potatoes. A snack is repugnant to many people. Slimy, they say, shriveling with disdain. However, snakes are not all slimy, and most are harmless. Repugnant means A. Disgusting. B. Amusing. C. Remarkable. Matching words with definitions. Following are definitions of the 10 words. Clearly write or point each word next to its definition. The sentences above and on the previous page will help you decide on the meaning of each word. Number 1. Rancor. Intense hatred or ill will. Long-lasting resentment. Number 2. Innocuous. Harmless. Inoffensive. Number 3. Repugnant. Offensive. Distasteful. Repulsive. Number 4. Masochist. A person who gains satisfaction from suffering physical or psychological pain. Number 5. Flamboyant. Very showy, strikingly bold. Number 6. Foible, a minor weakness or character flaw, a minor fault in behavior. Number 7. Recrimination, an accusation made in response to an accuser, countercharge. Number 8. Exhort, to urge with agreement or strong advice, plead earnestly. Number 9. Magnanimous, noble in mind and spirit, especially generous in forgiving. Number 10. Meticulous, extremely careful and exact, showing great attention to details. Caution, do not go any further until you are sure the above answers are correct. Then you can use the definitions to help you in the following practices. Your goal is eventually to know the words well enough so that you don't need to check the definitions at all. Page number 94. Sentence check 1. Using the answer line provided, complete each item below with the correct word from the box. Use each word once. A. Exalt. B. Flamboyant. C. Foible. D. Innocuous. E. Magnanimous. F. Masochist. G. Meticulous. H. Rancor. I. Recrimination. J. Repugnant. Why is it that bats seem so repugnant? Do we think a flying mouse-like creature is distasteful, or do we associate bats with vampires? Number 2. It was magnanimous of the Greens to forgive the driver who ran over their dog. 3. Battered women who stay with their abusive partners aren't necessarily masochists. They don't enjoy being hurt, but often they can't see any way to escape. Number 4. Although nail-biting is only a foible, it can become maddening to a companion who observes it day after day. Number 5. Before the football game, the coach gave a fiery pep talk. He exhorted the players to fight for the honor of the team and the school. 6. To an allergic person, foods that are normally innocuous, such as milk or wheat, can cause discomfort and even serious illness. 7. The long-standing rancor between the two women finally came to an end when one of them fell and the other rushed over to help her. Number 8. The angry neighbors shredded recriminations. Your wild kids trampled all over my flower bed. Well, your crazy dogs dug up my lawn. Number 9. Some jobs needn't be done in a meticulous way. For instance, why sweep every speck of dust off a floor that's only going to get dirty again in an hour? 10. On New Year's Day in Philadelphia, string bands called mummers strut their stuff in flamboyant costumes designed to outshine all other bands in the parade. Note: now check your answers to these questions by turning to page 178. Going over the answers carefully will help you prepare for the next two practices, for which answers are not given. Sentence check 2. Using the answer lines provided, complete each item below with two words from the box. Use each word once. My second-grade teacher had stringent standards. For one thing, she exhorted us to be meticulous about our handwriting. Don't dot every I, she would say, and cross every T. In a small business, it's important never to instigate quarrels or let rancor develop. People must learn to be magnanimous and forgive each other's errors. Many find the thought of a masochist seeking out and enjoying suffering to be as repugnant as the idea of causing someone else to suffer. Page number 95. Water is certainly art. Still, most of his foibles, like wearing bedroom slippers to work and leaving bags so present all over the office, are so innocuous that nobody really minds them. When Martha put on a bright red beaded dress with huge rhinestone earrings, recriminations flowed back and forth between her and her sister. "You look preposterous in that outfit," her sister said. "It's much too flamboyant." Martha replied, "Well, your clothes are most boring I ever seen." Final check. How neat is neat enough? Here is a final opportunity for you to strengthen your knowledge of 10 words. First, read the following selection carefully, then fill in each blank with a word from the box at the top of the previous page. Context clues will help you figure out which words goes in which blank. Use each word once. Experts say that the most ordinary matter sometimes creates the biggest problems in a marriage. If one spouse is snob and the other is meticulous, there is bound to be trouble. At first, newlyweds tend to be magnanimous, readily forgiving each other's foible. The wife says it's sweet that her husband made the bed while she was still in it, and cute that he grabbed her plate to wash it when she picked up her sandwiches to take a bite. "You're so helpful," she coos. And he managed a smile when she dumps her too expensive, too flamboyant, gold sequined dress in the middle of the bedroom floor. "We've sure got a high-priced, flashy rug," he jokes. But the honeymoon ends, and the idiosyncrasies that once seemed innocuous start to be seriously annoying. He begins to think, since my housekeeping is so impeccable, why isn't she picking up my good habits? Why must I wade through 30 pantyhose to reach the closet? Why is there spaghetti sauce on the kitchen ceiling fan again? He exhorts her to have some self-respect and stop living like a pig. And she begins to wonder about him. Why does he insist on dusting the tops of the door frames when no one can see them? So, what if she squeezed the toothpaste from the middle of the tube? Why should he find that harmless habit so repugnant? Maybe he's a masochist. Who else would he be so happy down on his knees, scrubbing the bathroom floor with a toothbrush, one of the old ones that he replaced after using it for a week? Soon the accusations and recriminations start. She yells, "You are a zealot for needless. That's all you care about. You spend more time holding that vacuum cleaner than you spent holding me." She responds, "If you weren't so sloppy, I'd hold you more often, and it is. I have to climb over a mountain of junk just to get near you." Eventually, as the two of them continue arguing with each other and berating each other, their feelings of rancor become so strong that the breakup is imminent. It won't be long before another relationship, so to speak, bites the dust. Scores. Sentence check 2. Final check. Enter your scores above and in the vocabulary performance chart on the inside back cover of the book.